Hi guys.
Hi, Kate.
How's it going?
All good here on Cape Cod. How about New York?
I don't know how New York is doing. I'm in Milan right now. I
Are
hope
you?
they're doing. I am. So it's
Oh my
like
God.
5:33. We just checked into our fourth hotel. I'm here wedding venue planning, hunting, whatever. So I've seen 7 venues, have flown in Monday, have driven 1,200 kilometers, and have seen 7 venues. And now
Oh
I'm
my
back in
God.
Milan. So that's me. And I'm running on no sleep, which is great.
On your accountability session.
And I'm still here because why? Because we all need to stay accountable. So if I don't show up, then how can I expect everybody else to do it either? But I do have to hop out at 6 o'clock here because I do have dinner with my wedding planner. She's waiting downstairs. So, but I wanted to come in and see you guys. I wasn't able to make it on Chirag sessions this week for obvious reasons, but he did share with me a little bit about the present and future state that he was talking about with you guys. He's talked about that a lot with me. And I was actually thinking about this last week, just after I got out like my deliverable. Did everybody receive it? Okay. Did everyone find it okay in the? No, no one found
Yeah.
it. Yes. Yes.
I
Okay.
don't-
Margot, no. Margot, you didn't see it? Okay. It's in the deliverables section on the platform. So if you just click on the accountability groups, and then I think you click on my name, then it should be in there, or it should just be under last week's session, like tagged as like a PDF or whatever it is. So hopefully that was helpful. But what I was thinking, and I felt this way too, and we talked about this, I don't know, maybe 4 weeks ago, which even since then, I can't believe it's in like 4 weeks, but we were all talking a lot. I think Jeremy had brought up a really good point about how it just can sometimes feel like there's a lot of education, there's a lot of creativity. And as good as I am, and as much as I do love coming up with new content and sharing that with you guys every single week, I hope I'm not speaking for everybody when I say sometimes how I would feel is that there's just not enough time to actually go in and implement before a new idea kind of comes up. So I did kind of want to take today. I find implementation sessions to be like a cheat, but I actually think they're very helpful. So I did want to take today. I'm going to do it with you guys, but I just wanted, and like, you can jump on, you can talk. If you're running into issues, then I'm here. But there was something on the bottom of like the present and future state that Chirag was talking about. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys didn't hear about this week, sorry, but just talking about like how we do a CRM and kind of thinking about checking it off as a box. So like we put their name, we put their email in there, and then we think it's good, me included. So what I wanted to do is kind of first of all, get a pulse from everybody here. Roughly, since it is like November, year's almost over, how many transactions have each of you guys done this year? Not volume, I don't care about any price point, I don't care about any of that. How many actual transactions, how many clients have you dealt with this year? Feel free to just drop it in the chat. 15, 15, 20, okay. Perfect, okay, so most people right around like 20, 25 will. Okay, so and if you guys have any much more than that, unless I was seeing like last year we handled 55 clients. So to me, like if I'm seeing like a 50 or a 60, I think that can get like overwhelming, that kind of number. So what I think is like, if you guys all have like 10 or 15 clients, like we've handled a little bit less. I think this year we've done like 42 clients or something like that, 40, 42. So what I would want you guys to do is, because that's like not, I mean, it's not like an overwhelming number to start with, but what I think is when you look back 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years, however long you've been in the business, you're looking at this huge number in the CRM and you're like, where the hell am I even going to start with this? So how I like to work, and this is what I share with everybody, start with the current year that you're in. These are the most fresh people. These are people who just worked with you, maybe just closed a transaction last week, and start working on those first. So if on this accountability session today, if you can get like 5 done the right way, and I'll show you how I like to do it. I can tell you guys about it now. You can take a note. I can make another document, do whatever like that. But exactly like what I think you should have in each of these contacts, and then kind of start backwards. So like from the most recent you've closed, whether it's last week, this month, and then work all the way back towards January. And then at least this year, you have a really good foundation to work off of, and then just keep doing the same thing. But sometimes I think we all start with this like 3,000 number in the CRM and we're like, you know what, it's fine. We'll start this year. No, this January, it's going to be better. And it never is, because we're in this pattern of thinking that like just getting super complacent with what it looks like and feeling like this is just what I have to deal with and it's never going to get better. You just have to make a change. So we're going to do it today. I'm going to go back and do the same exact thing, because I for sure have like 10 clients that have a name and an email. One of them Okay, this is actually a funny story. One of them, they were Chris and Cole, like my favorite guys ever, and they were my clients in June. Chris had sent his original intro email to me with Cole, my love, and it had like a heart emoji. What do you think he's in my contacts as right now? Cole, my love, with the heart emoji. That's like not that great. So now I've sent him so many emails, so like a gift, like I've sent him all this stuff, and I always use Cole with the heart, my love, with the heart emoji. Like, this is just weird. Like, now this is uncomfortable. So, but why don't we change it? It's like the easiest thing. So if you have any of the Cole, my loves, with the heart emoji, go and change that. And also just add to them. So like when I think of a client, think about your tag list. You're definitely going to want to have a tag in there. Think like a geo farm. So like, even if it's just a town you sell a lot in, make sure they're tagged as that. Think about if they have kids. Do they have kids under 5? Do they have kids that are older? Do they have no kids? I would also make that a tag. What else would I want to do in there? Let's see how well my brain is working. Put in their address. So of the house that they just bought, make sure that's updated. I find a lot of people keep in, for like a seller, they'll keep in their old address, but they don't update it to where they just moved. Obviously, want to make sure that's there. And then any notes. So like, what are the kids' names? That's something that, how bad is that when like you're invited to like go to a client's house and you're like, what's the youngest's name? And then you just end up saying, oh, she's so cute, so cute. And the name becomes so cute the whole time you're there. So anything like that, dog names, anything. It makes a huge difference. It's the exact luxury experience that we're trying to give them. Like really any, like even allergies, I try to put in like anything that you can possibly remember. And that's why I say starting from this year is so helpful, because they're the most fresh in your mind. So I'm going to shut up and let you guys go and do that. I'm going to stay unmuted, but I'm going to be doing the same exact thing and then hop back in if you guys have any questions. Is that good?
Good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
I was working on something using tags yesterday, and I found that I had some people that I had left off. So I tried to add them and I put their tags in. I did it on my phone because I was in the bulk. But they didn't carry over. So like when I then went to the bulk email and tried to find them based on the tag, they weren't there.
Did you by any chance type in the name and then like create a new tag that was a duplicate?
I don't know what you mean. Sorry.
Like if you go in there, you have to, if you're on your phone, you have to scroll to find the tag and then click on that. But sometimes like if you're searching, I think this is something that should be updated personally, but like if you're, let's say kids under 5, if I wanted to add them to that and I wanted to find it quicker instead of scrolling, I would type in kids under 5. But what that does sometimes is then you add like a plus button and that now creates a new tag. So what I would
my God,
for you
I totally
is,
did that.
I think that might be what you did.
I
done it
did.
before. Okay. So
Okay,
if you have a duplicate one, just delete the one that probably only has like that one contact in it or 2 contacts in it, re-add them to that original main one that hosts all of them.
Okay. All right. I think I gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Kate, do you have a trick for adding text messages to activity?
Yeah, I have a trick for that. Of course, I always have a trick. I just highlight my whole conversation. So if you're in like a group chat with your clients or not, whatever, do you have a Mac computer?
Yeah.
Okay. So do your messages carry over from your phone to your computer? Like they duplicate?
I have an awful lot of Android users.
Okay, that's okay.
Those don't go over.
Okay, so let me see. Then I might not have a trick.
I can do that from my phone, but is there a way to do multiple texts at one time?
There is, if they have iMessage in your iMessage on your computer, you can just copy and then continue to drag all the way down and it'll keep the name in there. But if it doesn't come up on your computer, I don't know if there's a way to get like the whole transcript of the message.
Okay, so basically what I do is just cut and paste them in.
Yeah, like the most important ones maybe. Or you can text from the app if you wanted to do that, which.
But it does, when you text from the app, it does not include the
response.
The what?
The response.
No, it doesn't even include what we type. It just says that we texted.
It said text message sent, yeah. So. Yeah, copy and paste would be my best guess. I mean, don't, and I always say like, don't put in anything in there that you don't think would be super helpful. Like, don't just put in to put in.
Well, this one was, we bought a house this year and I miss living where I used to live, so it was kind of significant.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. And for any of those, I think it's always nice if there's any like kind of testimonials people write to you in that, if there's any new addresses, sometimes I'll just copy and paste that in there. Kids' names, I mean, anything. Or just really important text messages that are like, I'm gonna hold you to this because I know you said it. But they usually get a screenshot and then it goes in their folder.
Can I share a trick with everyone? If you're on a Mac, there's an app by MacroPlant called iExplorer, and you can actually export all of your text messages and phone call records actually from your iPhone to a computer.
Oh, that's great. So you, maybe you can use that to put it into the app.
Well, it would be as an attachment. It would be as a PDF.
Okay,
But just like if you have a contentious or, situation that you want to make, excuse me, make sure even if your phone fails or whatever, that you have a backup of all the text messages, it's a good thing to have.
yeah.
Because it's like email, but there's no email archiving for a text.
What is that called again? What's the app?
It's called iExplorer,
Okay.
and it's by MacroPlant.
MacroPlant, okay. And Kate, I apologize if you said this, but when you add the text messages to your contact, you just put it in notes?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Yep.
I don't know if people will appreciate this as much as I did, but I was just adding some notes and I remembered that my client's cat is named John Kerry. So I had to
Okay,
put
that's
that in.
hilarious. That's amazing.
Only in DC.
Yeah,
Oh my God. Oh, Dios.
so funny. Let me see. Marcia, would you mind muting if you don't mind? I think there might be a ringing going on in the background. Thank you.
Hey, Kate, I have a question for you. I mean,
Sure.
I think this is probably like a request for the software engineers, but what I've noticed when I have like two tags, like I want to filter by, let's just say somebody with kids under 5 and in a certain neighborhood. And if you put both tags, it's always showing me if anybody has either or rather than both. Do you have a workaround for that? Because I find it really annoying, and then I have to like go create like a third tag for like
Yeah.
whatever I'm trying to send.
Kids under 5 who live here who do this. And then it's
Yeah,
like,
it's ridiculous.
let me, I'm gonna go into mine, see if it does the same thing. And then I'll let you know. I don't know if I have a trick for that,
Okay.
but I'm gonna do.
I
two
think
right
it's
here that have
like a
crossover.
request that's been like submitted, but just they haven't built it yet. So
Yeah. Mine's loading right now, so I'm gonna okay, so that gives me 100. Yeah, mine's not filtering it either. Yeah, it gives us both. No. Software engineer question. Sorry.
okay, maybe I'll send out, everybody
Outside
can
my
upvote that.
Yeah.
I'll find
Everyone
it
go
and you guys
upvote
can
it.
all upvote it.
Yeah, 100%. And I'll email Greg Hart's team as well and just see if maybe they can do anything about it. I'm gonna email them now, if I don't forget.
Kate, is there a way to insert a picture into activity?
I don't think so.
Okay, thank you.
Does anybody else know if you, I've never done that. I don't think you can.
Can you put it in business tracker for that property or that client?
Sorry.
I said, I don't know how.
I don't think you can add photos in. Can I ask what photos would you want to put in and what would be the purpose of it?
They sent me family photos of newborns.
Mhm.
Marcia,
So
I was
Sorry.
gonna, I was gonna say
Mhm.
with all my transactions, I on my Google Drive, I have a folder for each one of my clients. And it basically just has screenshots, important notices, like if they have any big events from social media that I keep there. And so that could be something that you open and you just keep all personal photos there of all your clients. And it's easy to organize because you just organize it by their first and last name. And so you can go back and look at it.
I do
great,
the same
thank you.
exact thing.
Can I ask about this? I put it in the chat. I saw someone mention a farm action plan and they said it was on the Chirag Shah Coaching platform, but I didn't see it. Does anyone know, is that a Compass action plan? Or was that something specific to this coaching? Anybody know?
Who had mentioned that to you?
I saw it either in a chat the other day. I think I saw it in a chat on Monday or Tuesday's call.
I'll ask Chirag. I wasn't on either one of those calls just because I'm away, but I will ask him and I can get back to you guys. But anything that he ever posts, if he talks about it, give us until like the end of the week and it'll be put into the deliverables if he said he would add it. I don't know what was said, but I can go in and check.
Okay, thank you.
Rena, I
Sure.
think that's a session from a previous training where an agent shared their farm action plan.
Oh, was he sharing Haneen's?
I'm not sure the name of the agent. I just remember watching that months ago.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend like in the platform. You guys have access to like agent talks, right? Have you guys ever went in and looked at those?
No, I
No.
haven't. It's a good idea.
Whoever's on from CSC right now, does everybody have access to the agent talks? Are those still up on the platform?
Yeah, they should be on the platform.
Okay. So I would definitely recommend going in and watching the agent talks. If you guys are talking about that one, and if I'm correct, and I know the CSC material pretty well, you're probably thinking of Haneen Hayter. I think she was on Andrew, maybe like a year ago on Agent Talk.
Mhm.
And she's an incredible agent. And I mean, there's a million things she's so great at, but farming is one of her specialties. So she did a really good session on farming. And if you're ever on our platform, there's like a search bar up at the top. You could just type in Haneen. I'll put it in here, or you can put in farming. So I would put in like Haneen or farming, and then anything that relates to that will pop up.
Thank you. I'll try that. I appreciate it.
Sure. It's a really, really good session.
How do you spell Haneen?
I just put it in the chat. Boom. Brad, you're even quicker than I am. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to check both of these out. I really appreciate you all sharing those links.
Thank you guys. Yeah, they're really, really good sessions. If there's ever any questions, also reach out because a lot of good nuggets in there. How many contacts have we updated? I just did 9. Did we do at least 1 or are we shopping online? Good. Okay, good. Was that a little
2.
insulting? Good. That fired you guys up. Okay. There we go. Get defensive. Okay. I like it. You're at 8. Okay, good. Will. I'm beating you by 1. Awesome, Stacy. Good.
Kate, do you ever run into challenges with working with your mom and having shared contacts and updating those contacts? Are you doing everything from your end, or are you going into her account and
No, I've never ran into an issue working with my mom. It's absolutely perfect. Mom, where are you? Any issues? No, she's here. She's here with me. Yes, absolutely. I do think what I say, and I'll give this advice to a lot of people, if like they work on a partnership, if they work on a team, anybody, like kind of give one point of contact for that, or like assign one person to just like kind of manage the CRM. If you have like 2 kind of like, you know, people who are the same, she's right here with me in Italy, so be careful of what I say, Mom. But I would just say like assign one person who really likes like the operation side of things or managing that, and then have them just kind of go in and assign them as such. I'm talking about great things about you. Don't worry.
tell her you're talking to Brad? He says hello.
Brad is on.
Ciao.
Would you like to say hi? Okay. Who's here? But yeah, so like come up with a system, and then also if like you both want to work on it, just make sure that everybody is on the same page. How many times do you tag in the CRM?
Oh, I tag every time I have a contact. Every
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Do I use it? No. But at least everyone's organized. Because I'm
You have
afraid
to
I'm going to
appreciate the honesty.
disappoint. I'm afraid I'm going to disappoint her. I'm
I
going
do
to
with my systems.
send out an email. She's like, what were you thinking about?
That does
This is
happen.
not exactly what it's there for.
That's true.
But I'll try. I'm just
You do a great job.
I'm just content with having her as a
It is helpful to have a Kate sometimes.
it is very helpful. Have a
Yeah,
great one.
teamwork makes the
Teamwork,
dream work,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, but just make sure everyone has like a list of tags, even if like someone wants to do it themselves. I feel like just having a list of tags that you're both going off of is very helpful. Obviously some will have a little extra in one place, one extra in there. That's kind of nuanced to both of you, but I think that's helpful as a start.
Can I just suggest one thing?
Oh, we have a guest again. Go ahead.
What I do is like daily or every other day, what I do is I go in the organized one.
Yes.
And I just do them 3 or 4, 3 or 4 emails, and a new person comes in and I put them mostly as a vendor and as an active
Yeah,
client.
you like those tags. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all I have to add.
And that's all I need you to do.
Right.
That's fabulous.
And you look at it, and there's nothing there.
No, it's perfect. Yeah. So Corinne likes the organized. That's actually what I'm working out of right now. Do you guys all know where that is? Like when you go to contacts, there's like a button. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I like. So yes, that's what I do. Thanks, Brad, for bringing her out.
Yeah, you bet.
You really appreciate that.
Love it.
Thank you.
No, Mom, I love you.
A moment of pain.
Yeah, 100%. All right. So while you guys are wrapping this up, I urge you if you guys are like in the groove, keep going until 12:15, even though I need to hop off in a few minutes. And then next week, I just kind of wanted to gauge this, kind of see what you guys want to do. So I am in the middle of planning my our end of the year client event party. And we've had a lot of success in the past few days, getting a lot of money from sponsors and getting them super excited. Tomorrow, we're sending out our
Bonding is very important.
yeah, bonding with them, just building the rapport. But tomorrow we're sending out all the invitations. So I'm thinking by next Wednesday, I'll have like all the invitations sent out, all the sponsors. We just booked the place. So would it be helpful if like I just took the whole session to show you from start to finish how I did that and then what that looks like, and then in real time how many people actually want to come? Hopefully I'll have some RSVPs by then too.
And in the interim, maybe select it if they want to do something like it, just in the interim, then try to find a venue that would please most of the.
I honestly don't even know why I'm here anymore. You should run this again. I'm going shopping. I'm getting out of here. Yes, great advice from Corinne, everybody. Yes, find a venue that you're interested in. I decided to pick this year. There's like this new kind of like cool, like a bar kind of like vibe with like good appetizers, like creative appetizers, kind of like a young place in White Plains, New York, which like kind of like more city-ish kind of vibes. So I went there and they were super open. I decided to pick like a newer restaurant because I thought they'd be more excited and more inclined to give me like a good group package because they were trying to get out there a lot more, and they did. So that might be a little tip on there too, is like when you're looking, if there's any that just opened, go and try it first. I went the night before with with one of my best friends. So a little homework, not from me, from Corinne for next week. Go find your place. All right, guys. So you are good on that. Be back next week with more content to try and get these contacts organized and find your place. All
Kate, I
right.
just want to say thank you for being so committed to being accountable that you're actually here from Milan for all of us.
Of course. Wouldn't miss this for the world. I was either going to be taking you guys in traffic on like some kind of what is it, an Autobahn? Yeah. But we made it. We made it. And I even got to stop for some shopping on the way. So it was all good. But thank you guys. I wouldn't miss this ever. All right. I will talk to you guys soon. Hopefully I'll have a wedding venue secured by then. Wish me luck.
Okay.
Bye,
Good luck.
guys.
Y'all have fun.